Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
I feel like every week we come on here and we just deliver the thunder. We make the magic happen.
Oh.
And every time that happens, I'm like, it has been a month and a half since the last time we've done this show.
This happens every fucking week.
What has happened? Like, I can't recall. Like, last week just seems so far away.
Well, last week I came live from a hotel.
There was that. Fuck, that's right. You were traveling.
I was away for work, and but still dedicated to this channel and this show. You know, using that Hyatt Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there you go.
To get the job done.
Yeah, I'm dedicated too. My mom's in town.
Right.
Here
yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it kind of like when the mother-in-law visits and you can just find me in the closet, just hanging out?
Oh, you go back into the closet when your mother.
Oh yeah, no, like we just we got a walk-in, which we didn't have at the old house.
Yeah.
So you just we put a rug in there, a couple pillows.
You know, when I told you before that you need your own space, I wasn't specifically saying like you need to go hide in the closet. Like I meant more of like a shed. You know, not even like the garage, like a space that's just for you, to where you can do your tinkering or whatever it is that you do. You know?
Right.
It's just like you go in and it's like, oh, this is all the dad stuff that I got. It's like, here's my lawnmower and my workbench and my boombox.
I get it, but the thing is, what everybody fucks up on, okay? If you got yourself man cave, or if you got yourself, like you're saying, like the man space, you done fucked up, okay? You done fucked up because my shit is spread around everywhere.
Oh.
So, like, you can't fucking walk in this house without seeing something fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's mine, and then like right next to it, there's like some rainbows. So like like it's an amalgamation of tastes and styles, and the garage is fucking awesome.
The garage is pretty awesome. Yeah,
I
cannot wait to hang out in that garage. Like that is like the next time I go to Florida, that is part of what I'm looking forward to most.
Is hanging out in my garage.
It's just living the garage life.
Yeah, no, it's an experience. You have to let me know when you're coming. I'll replace the dartboard. I'll get a fresh one because this one's starting to get worn out a little bit.
Well, good that you're using it.
Oh yeah, it's a great stress reliever. You go out and throw a couple darts.
That has me like a little bit concerned because now I'm worried that when I show up, there's just gonna be knives. Just like
oh no, well I mean,
not yet.
We've let the kids play too.
Okay, yeah.
We've made it kind of a family thing, but unfortunately, the boy isn't very tall.
Sure.
So like, there's just gashes in the wall, like right underneath the dartboard. But it's the garage, so like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, we did that in one of our dorm rooms one time, where it was like a 3-room suite that we had up on campus. And one of my roommates, he got a dartboard, and I was like, "Where are you gonna put that?" And he's like, "On the wall." And I was like, "Dope, let's do it." So we just had a dartboard on the wall, and we would just hammer the wall with darts because, a bunch of college kids just throwing darts at the wall. And at the end of the year, like, the wall was just Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, as it is.
Yeah. So he just, we were like, oh, shit, are we going to get dinged for this? And he was like, nope. And he just pulled out some spackle.
Oh, yeah.
And he just
that's all you got to do.
Yeah. Like this dude ruled. Like he was one of the best roommates. Like, he was just so nonchalant about everything. And if there was a problem, he would just be like, you just do this. And he just spackled over the wall. And I was in the dorm when he was doing his final walkthrough. Because even though we all lived in this space together, every individual person had to be checked out, which meant a walkthrough of all their stuff.
Right.
And when the RA came in with him, he was like, yeah, this one was my room. This is my area. She's like, okay, it's okay. He's like, this is the common area. And she's looking at the wall, and she's like, are there holes in the wall? And then he just goes, no. And she's like, okay. And then, like, she passed him on, and I was like, dude, fucking hell yeah.
She asked a question, she got an answer.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, of course, like
Yeah, but and Blake said we are trying to get a cool rug for the garage.
Dude,
like we're trying to really make it homey.
You don't have a rug to tie it all together?
Well, okay, so we got to get one of those outdoor rugs. Okay,
Well,
so, because like it's still a garage.
Yeah, I guess, but what if it's like a really sweet indoor rug?
Well, that's what we're thinking. Like one of those, like a mudroom rug.
Like a mud, okay.
But we want it to be cool.
Sure.
You know, so you kind of have to. You got to weigh your pros and cons. Like we want something dope, but we want something functional. Because like there's some really awesome rugs, but like 3 days out there and it's gonna get ruined.
Well, yeah.
So
like as much as I will be putting shag carpeting in my van, I would say don't go shag.
Right.
Because like shag for an actual room or an actual like floor space, it's not the best. You know, like things fall in it, things get lost. You know, you find things living in it.
Yeah, we're trying to find one that black lights.
Oh, dude, that would be. Ooh.
See, we're kind of going for like maybe bowling alley or arcade.
Bro, fucking cosmic night at the bowling alley. Yes, I'm sold. I'll be over this week. So I got to share some disappointment with y'all.
Oh, no.
Because I just got some black lighting for my room in here.
Okay.
Because this is my space. I don't know if y'all know. This is where I put all my trinkets, and then we have shared trinkets downstairs.
Okay.
But I just installed. I've had this shelf for like a year.
Okay.
And I finally installed it.
Did you use wall anchors?
I did actually, dude. I did the best job anchoring this in. Like I put.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. Like I put the first anchor in, and then I screwed the shelf in just a little bit, and I lined up. I used a level.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah. Screwdrivers and a drill bit. Fucking knock that shit out.
You're like a real homeowner.
I know, right? Fucking A. But I got this shelf and I put a couple like VHS tapes. So right now everything is like themed to Halloween.
Right.
So,
I mean,
I got my Halloween. Look
at you.
I got my spookies. My.
Yeah, those posters are always there though.
Oh yeah, you know, but now it's Halloween
themed right now.
It's like like they're up year round, but for this period, it's spooky themed.
Yeah, clock's right. Fucking
twice a year. And so like the main VHS shelf that I got on display over here, it's all Halloween and like slasher flicks. So I got like all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, the Scream, fucking Tremors, all the classic flicks, and then up top now I got a little horror display where I've got I got a Lay Live Pop. I got all Evil Dead movies on VHS. I got some other Evil Dead stuff and all these little guys that I started buying, all these little like horror movie guys. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this would be cool to like light up.
Right.
I don't want to just get it. I was like, I should get a black light.
Yeah.
But then just thinking about the area, I was like, I wonder if they make black light LED strips. And
yeah, you mean like this?
Are those black lights?
Yeah. Hold on.
Where did you get those? Because I got a bone to pick with myself, actually.
Yeah. See, fucking.
I mean, it's.
I don't know if that shows up on camera.
No, it doesn't. I mean, you.
There we go.
I believe you. I'll take your word for it because you're the expert in black lighting. But what I bought is not bright enough at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you gotta go LED. If you're going old school bulb, they fucking suck.
Well, no, like these are like LED strip, but I think I just got some bad strips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're not super bright. Like
you went with the great value.
At the end of the day, I think I did. I made an Amazon swing. And I was like, I'm not disappointed. Like it actually, like it does look cool, But I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, but it's just like purple lighting.
Yeah, I mean this right here, what I just showed is what is under this. So,
and that looks cool. See, because you got the little guys glowing. And that's what I want.
Yeah, the black light guys.
Yeah,
yeah.
I want my guys to glow.
That's what you need.
All my creepy little guys. Got to get that glow. Which, by the way, speaking of your guys. We talked about the fucking killer clowns from outer space last week, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Fucking A. Look at that.
You picked it up.
I picked it up. And So Christina, we went into the Party City
Mm-hmm.
because, or not. Well, yeah, we went into the Party City, then we went into the Spirits. Party City
Oh, it
didn't
was the
have
Spirits,
anything
okay.
spooky. They had some spooky stuff.
Nothing spooky.
They did have a smoke machine, which I was tempted.
Okay.
I was very tempted. I didn't buy it because it was $50. And I was like, I'm not doing that right now. We got a whole month.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But then we went to the Spirit, which surprisingly not a lot of spirits. Like
At the Spirit?
we don't have a lot of spirit down here.
No?
There's like one close by.
I think we have 2 in our area, but that's it.
That's probably more than what we have in our area.
Yeah, we've got one that's like, 10 minutes down the road, and then we got one that's 20 minutes down the road.
The closest one to us is like 25 minutes.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know, you've been. So you went to the Spirits. How like going to Spirit Halloween?
Yeah.
For us is like an event.
Oh yeah,
like it's something
Halloween
we look forward
shopping
to.
Was always an event.
Every year.
Yeah.
The kids get scared by the same stupid fucking spider that jumps out every fucking year.
Dude,
it never changes.
I gotta cut you off right now before you get back into it. We were walking out of the store, and there was a little girl standing in front of one of those things. And I just stop and I look, and we just keep going because I don't want to be that guy just like standing there waiting. So like,
yeah.
So like I kind of slowed down. I stopped a little bit, and then I kept going a little bit, and she's just like, and her parents are like right there, and they're like,
they're just waiting.
Yeah, they're just waiting, and she's staring at it, and she's stomping in front of the sensor.
Oh,
and
no.
But like it looks like she's about to go for it.
Right.
Because she's like stomping, and she's stomping closer and closer. And like we get out the door, and at this point I stop and I just turn around and I watch. And I'm like, come on.
You can do it.
I'm like,
you can do it.
I'm like, give me this. Give me this. I was like, come on. I want to see it.
He needs it.
I was like, I need to see one in live action this year. I'm like, come on. And then she walked away. I was like,
no.
Dang it.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's not a metaphor for the year. I don't even know what is.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't really have a lot of spirits down here, which I would have thought we would have, considering it's Austin. Because
but like everyone's afraid they're gonna get shot if they go out in a clown mask. Like,
but don't go out as a fucking clown.
What are you supposed to do?
What, for Halloween?
Yeah.
Don't be a clown. Could be anything.
You
else.
could be Kevin.
But can we talk about this shit?
We fucking can.
Did we talk about this last week or the week before?
I don't think we did.
My lifestyle is not a costume, okay?
You gotta find the image.
Who I am is not a Halloween costume that you can just buy and dump after a weekend.
Well, you shouldn't do that anyway, because quick fashion's the issue. That's why there's fucking people in China and doing all sorts of shit they don't want to do. But I was in Spirit Halloween, folks. Okay. And the wife was over at a friend's house, and I had entertained the kids, so I took him to the Spirit Halloween to scare the shit out of them, as a good dad would.
Exactly.
And so we're going through the aisles, and they've already been scared by all the animatronics, and the boys picked up every fucking sword in the place trying to stab me, and I'm just like, oh, you got me. And we get to they misspelled Kevin on your costume.
Yeah.
We get to the decades costumes. And here's the thing. I get that there's stereotypes are there for a reason for when it comes to the decades.
Sure.
Like when you see the 60s sections and it's peace, love,
it's
and
like the hippie.
Every time I see that, I just picture a 20-something being like, I'm going to be the 60s guy and it's going to be far out, man.
Yeah.
And I just want to be like, go away. I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around you.
Yeah.
Please go do anything else. So, but we did get to there was a section for the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all neon and bright,
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff. And like I'm looking at the stuff, and then I stop, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Kevin. I was like, did Kevin get a gig and didn't tell me? Did he sell his likeness to the spirit people, the big spirit?
They took my spirit. I'll tell you that.
Do you have the image?
Here, I'll snag it real quick.
Yeah. See if you can find it, because I saw the package, folks, and I've seen Kevin wear this, like, in regular everyday life. So to say this is a costume is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And on top of that, like, it's not much of a costume.
No, it's not.
It's like those fucking costumes where like it's it's the female version of Robin Hood, and it's just a green dress.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you could have gotten this at Walmart, like on the rack,
right?
Type of thing. It's not a costume. So I was a little offended that they were charging, $45.99 for this. But at the end of the day, like, congratulations, sir.
I don't think this is available on their website.
No,
which is weird, because like I'm looking at the 90s outfit and costume section, and we've got an adult Tommy Pickles, which is absolutely horrifying to look at.
Right.
We've got Space Jam. There's a woman in a leopard print dress. There's a guy in leathers. Like that costume is not
a
on.
Leather Daddy?
The what? Oh yeah,
Leather Daddy?
Full on Leather Daddy. Here,
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep scrolling and see if I can just find it through. I'm never gonna find it through here. Classic funny men's costume. Is this a funny men's? No.
Funny men's?
Funny men's. Yeah,
here, I'm gonna send you.
If you can. Find
I'm gonna email you my picture real quick, and then you can throw it up on the screen.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I sent this picture to both yourself and Christy and Blakely K, and they were all in agreement. And I believe Christy literally said, "That's literally Kevin." In the response. So, how do you feel about your style being marketed by Big Spirit Halloween?
Oh wait, hang on. There we go. Here, yeah, I'll actually pull this up real quick.
So now y'all can see. There it is. Look at him.
Okay. And so it's 80s button up.
Yeah, it's an 80s button up.
Which, that ain't the 80s, dude. That is like at most late 80s, early 90s, but like that was a style.
I could see that in 93.
I could see that in 93. And I own a shirt almost just like this.
I know you do. That's why I said it's Kevin.
Yeah, and when we were in Spirits the other day, we certainly walked across it, and we sent y'all the picture. Well, Christy sent you the picture of me just
disgusted,
mind-boggled, looking at everything, just being like, what is this? But like that's the thing, like we should have all expected this as well, because it is the case of like, oh yeah, you can always find like those 60s costumes, and and there's like the 40s gangster, and just like this is the decade costume where they just smash everything together and go, here you go, wear tracksuit. Now you're in the 90s, kids.
Right.
And I'm like, we've peaked.
We've just gotten to that age, brother. Like we've just gotten to the age now where where we grow up is now like we're classic rock, man.
We are, man.
And it's a weird place to be.
But like what even is our generation classic rock? Like what is classic rock today?
I mean, I think that's the alt 90s, right?
I suppose. I mean, the other thing too is like I haven't listened to the actual radio in like 4 years. So I don't really know what a classic rock station sounds like. I imagine it's grunge and Foo Fighters. I imagine it's grunge, Foo Fighters, and Green Day.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like that's more or less it. I feel like even the like 90s alternative rock, I feel like that just kind of slipped through the cracks, and it's really only being maintained by the people who were into it back then.
Well, the problem is we'll never know because like they came up with like the serious like dedicated channels to 90s, 80s, etc. Like you can listen to that decade of music. Like there is no classic rock really anymore.
No,
because it's all it's all playlists and that sort of thing.
Yeah, or you get the it's classic 90s, classic 2000s, classic 2010s. Chrissy says we're the same amount of time from the 90s now than the 90s were from the 60s.
I don't like that at all.
I mean, yes, this is all true. Well, and it's like that whole situation of where we are from the 90s is now past what that 70s show was when it debuted in the late 90s from the 70s.
That guy's going to jail forever.
That guy's going to jail for a long time.
A long
He's not
fucking time.
Out. He ain't going
I don't
nowhere.
think so.
And then did you see his co-stars there were like trying to support him? And then he got found, and then he was found guilty and they were like, just kidding.
No,
like
I did
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Oh, they backed him?
Apparently, I listen, folks. I just read the headlines. I don't dive into the stories.
No, nobody has time for the news.
So take it with a grain of salt. But like the way I understood it was, they were simply just trying to show some form of support to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was found guilty, and they were like, "We're sorry that we said anything."
Well, I mean, to be fair, like she was kind of forced to make out with that guy a bunch, so like she had a vested interest for him being innocent.
Sure.
But like, yeah, no, he's going to jail for like 30 plus years.
Yeah, he may not come out.
I mean, he's older than us, and I wouldn't expect to come out. So
50.
He's almost 50.
I'll pull his info right now. Like he was like 28 when that show started. He's 47.
47, 30 years, so he'll be 77 possibly.
He was, this will blow your mind. He was born the same year that the show was set in, which was 1976.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 47 years old. So when the show debuted... was he 20? Yeah, okay. So like when the show debuted, he was 23-ish? 22, 23-ish?
God damn.
Where I think everybody was like 18 to 20. So he was definitely the oldest one in the cast.
You think you know a character?
Yeah, because Kutcher there is 45. All right, so like they're all kind of fucking old. Not that 45.
I mean, I guess like 45 still's not that old.
I mean, I'm
like,
10 years
really.
Away, so
I mean, yeah, we're 10. Brother, come on, like you gotta adjust like your fucking prism of time here.
Brother, I'm just trying to cling on to everything that's around me. I'm like, no.
I'm just trying to get a pension. Like, what the fuck?
That is the oldest fucking thing you've ever said. Like, I'm over here trying to figure out my 401k and just like, where do I start? How do I merge? Like, what do I do? Where do I put my money? And you're just like, I got a pension I'm working towards.
Yeah, like I just need something. Like, because the government ain't gonna help any of us out. Like, I got to start paying on student loans by the end of the month. Like, what the fuck,
brother? I am.
What happened? This is what I want to know, okay? This is what I want to know. What the fuck happened? You can't go out there and tell everybody, oh, like 10K is on us.
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking not deliver.
Yeah.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even anything. Not even a fucking another, like, stimmy check. A COVID check. Like, nothing.
Well, yeah, like, aside from I think what was the decision that they finally made was you had to have been paying your loans for 20 years and be under an income-driven payment plan. And I think that they washed it all out. I'm like,
how about you fuck off? How about that? how about you eat all the dicks? Let's just do that.
We can do that.
Because it's all the same. That's what you told us to do during COVID.
Basically.
You're like, hey, American people, eat all the dicks. We're not going to help you at all.
I think at this point, like, we just need to start over. Like, how do we reset? Like, what do we do to just, like, where's the button where it's like, can I just get a redo? Can we go back to the beginning? Like,
can we go to, I never thought I would say this, especially at the time. Can we go back to 2019? Like, can we just like,
you want to go back there?
Well, I mean, I want to go back there to the point where, like, not everybody was fucked, and that, like, have you seen gas? Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, gas is like under $3 for me
today.
Well, yeah, today it was great. I filled up my tank for for like $30.
In 3 days, it'll be $5.
I know, that's why I
like,
filled up my tank today. I saw
good for you.
I saw $2.99 on the board. I was like, shit, I gotta pay. I gotta get in there. Fuck paying the lottery. I'm gonna pay for gas.
Right.
You know?
It's like my electric bill is almost $400 now. It's like, what's happening?
Yeah. I'm actually happy that it's starting to get cooler now. Because I'm like, good, we can stop running the AC.
We can stop,
We'll get like maybe a month and a half, 2 months before we gotta start running the heat. You know? We'll be good. We'll save up a little bit of money on the energy. Fucking pay out the ass for the water, though. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. But really, you would only go back to 2019?
Only in the sense that things were still open 24 hours.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, before the pandemic,
yeah,
you could go to Walmart at 2 a.m. You could go get yourself a goddamn cheeseburger at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, you can't do shit. You can't do anything.
I mean, is that
ain't nothing open?
Is that the? These are the challenges that we have to get through.
I miss being free. I miss making my choices.
I can't go to Walmart at 2 a.m. and get a burger anymore. Thanks, Biden.
I'm just saying. Well, no, I mean, you think about it, right? I have a Walmart 3 minutes down the road.
Sure.
Right? If it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I spark a fever and I ain't got shit in the house, I'm suffering till 6 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because Mr. Wall doesn't want to pay Jeb to open up the store after midnight.
That's fair. Oh, hey, Patrick Fenton. How's it going? Sure. Okay.
On top of that, like, going to Walmart at 2 a.m. was like an event.
It was.
Yeah, like me and the wife would go there, you know, go get some pizza rolls, go fucking see what's in the clearance section.
Like, I had to stop at Walmart the other day as I was going into work to pick something up. And it was like right as they opened. And I'm walking around and I just go, it's so quiet. It's so peaceful. Because I told Christy like 2 years ago, I was like, if I ever say I'm going to Walmart, please tell me to remember what I said before.
Which was?
Don't go to Walmart. Because every time I go into Walmart, I start getting anxious. I start getting panicky, and like I'm trying to. It's the thing is like it's not like, oh, it's just this one Walmart. It's every time I go to Walmart, I have this same experience.
You know what you need to do?
What?
Because I started to do this because like I used to tell the wife like, hey, like I gotta go get like in the right state of mind,
right,
for Walmart.
What do you like, crush
so
beers
like
in the parking lot?
So like give me like 5 minutes. But when I have to go there alone, I do what the kids do.
Okay.
I put in the earbuds.
Okay.
I put the earbuds in and walk around the store. And then what's happening in front of me is just an illusion. It's not real. Because I got like the noise canceling buds, you know? So like whatever's happening is up here.
Sure.
What's happening externally, it's just a show.
That's just a show.
It's not real.
I mean, that's a fair point. I could give that a shot, I suppose. But I walked in, it was like 8 a.m. I'm walking around, and I'm like, it's just so peaceful here. Like, it's so quiet. Like, I found employees. I haven't found an employee at a Walmart since 2013.
Is that your tag partner?
Oh. Brother. I didn't mean to softball that one up in the air either. Apologies to all involved. Man, so like I walk in, I like the greeter at the door is like spry. They're like, "Hi, how's it going today?" And I'm like, "It's going great." And I'm like, I'm walking down the aisle. And like I'm seeing like well-stocked shelves and like things carefully displayed, and I'm like, this is, everything looks clean. The lights are bright. There's not shit splattered everywhere. I see a woman like stocking a cart to like do like pickup orders. She's like, "Hi, how's it going?" I'm like, "It's going great." And I'm like, this is the experience of Walmart that I needed. This is the experience of Walmart that I can get behind. And then I went to get the items that I needed to buy. They didn't fucking have any. And I was like, I hate it here. This is a nightmare. I should have told myself, because I checked online and the fucking website told me that they were in stock. And I was like, they're not here. I needed to get these today. And they don't have them. So I walked around the corner to that lady and I was like, "Hi, do you have these?" And she's like, "Not here." And I'm like, "Do you have any in stock?" And she's like, "Well, I'll go check in the back." I was like, "Thank you. Like, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much." She's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back." 10 minutes later, she's like, "We don't have them." And I'm like, "I fucking no."
You didn't do like the order online pickup in store while you were in the store?
They didn't have them.
Said she. I bet she didn't even look.
At that point, I had given up. And I was like, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Blakely
coming out swinging.
Blakely's got something to say to you.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
She says, "That's such male privilege to be able to walk around with headphones in. LOL. I gotta make sure people aren't keeping me."
Aren't creeping.
Oh, creeping. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, like you could do the thing like with the fucking buds where like you can hear around you.
I don't. See, like if I have earbuds in, I don't want to hear around me.
I mean, yeah, but like, but again, like what? I'm just saying, like you still could.
I mean, you could.
Is the idea,
Looking off camera.
Yeah. But actually, that reminds me of an incident I saw in Walmart. So, for those of you that are just tuning in, I haven't seen the outside world in like a week. I've been like in a hotel conference.
Yeah.
Like running ragged. So I get out, get home, and yeah, you always have to be aware of your surroundings. Very, very, very good advice.
Yeah.
I was aware of my surroundings for what I was about to what happened. So I get home and we gotta go grocery shopping. So of course, we're on a fixed budget. The only place is fucking affordable around here. is either Aldi's or Mr. Walmart, and Walmart's closer. So we went to Walmart, and we're just going, and I'm just kind of checked out, you know, like I've been working hard and I'm doing grocery shopping and just exhausted and can't really do anything and just walk. Like I'm leaning on the cart and walking, and we're stopped in like the dairy section, and the wife's looking at like, you know, coffee creamer, and I'm just kind of looking around, and I watch this guy, and he's holding a jar of sauce.
As you do.
As you do, and he's just holding it, and he decides he doesn't want said sauce. So he just puts it on the shelf that's like right next to him, which is like the Twinkie fucking aisle display.
Yeah, of course.
That's there. And he kind of puts it on there, but doesn't put it on there all the way, and lets go, and it drops and smashes.
Oh, so it's
on
a
the
glass
ground.
jar.
It was a glass jar of like fucking marinara that just like shattered and is on the ground, right? And I'm a good distance away, so I'm just watching what's happening. And I'm watching him, and I'm watching him not know what to do in this situation. So it was a cardboard display. That was the problem.
Oh.
As Blakely says. So
wow.
I'm just watching him not know what to do.
Sure.
And he's like looking around, like looking to see if he can just walk away from this.
Yeah.
And do nothing. Yeah. And like there's too many people there for him to just like disappear, essentially. and like fucking just like go away.
But what's he gonna do realistically?
So he's looking around, not knowing what to do, and then he sees a worker who is stocking the eggs right there. So like they got like the rolling cart of eggs, and they're, you know, they got their headphones in, and they're just doing that, and he goes over to them, and he's like trying to like get their attention, but he doesn't want to like touch them.
Sure.
And they have the headphones in, so like he can't like say anything. So he's kind of like he's doing like that awkward thing. Like he's already been awkward of not knowing what to do in the situation. And then he walks up to and I'm just sitting back and I'm just like watching like all this play out right in front of me. And he walks up to the lady, and finally he kind of like gets her attention, and he goes, there's like broken glass over there with a jar and you know, pasta visuals like everywhere, and like fucking there's a mess with glass.
Yeah.
And this young woman who was stocking the eggs, she's like mid crouch, like putting the eggs in, and she's like looking up at the guy as he's explaining what's happening. And then she just goes and then like you just kind of see like the moment of like the customer has told me a thing that I cannot ignore.
Right.
And that I absolutely do not want to deal with.
Right.
At all. Sure. I just want to have my headphones in, stock my eggs, and she just kind of looks like starts staring daggers at him like, you motherfucker dropped this fucking jar and now it's my problem.
Yes.
And I'm watching this whole thing, and I'm feeling the pain. And then but what I noticed, the true key of the story here is once he said something, the look of relief on his face of knowing he did his due diligence. He doesn't have to deal with it. He can move on with his day. You know, we all need to live our life like that. Like we just told somebody, hey, I fucked up, but you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, and then like he probably didn't even need to say like he dropped it.
No.
Like he could have just said, "Hey, somebody dropped a jar, and now there's broken glass and marinara all over the place."
Right.
You know. But I'm actually surprised that the employee even like responded, because I've literally sought out people at Walmart to help me with stuff, and they've literally just been like, "I can't do anything about that." I'm like, but you work at the photo counter. But the photo thing isn't working. I'm like, but you're the photo guy. Like, can't you print something. Well, the thing's not working. Well, I don't want to use the computer. I want to talk to you. You're the fucking guy that's supposed to know how to do this.
Right.
It's just like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
You know, I've worked with a lot of people that didn't know how to do their job.
But let me tell you, okay, speaking of people who don't do their fucking job, I had an experience yesterday.
Oh yeah,
because I had to go up to Dallas for some work related stuff.
Oh okay, yeah, grassy knoll.
You know, when I was up there, it didn't even come up once. But I was sitting on this balcony and I was just like, "There's something in the air here." But like I was helping set up this event, and I was like talking with the people who like worked at the building, and I was like, I need to park. Like, where can I park? And so they're like, okay. Like one of the guys walks me out. He goes, "There's a parking garage just up ahead to your left. You see where that car's pulling out of?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You can turn in there. You can park in that garage." I was like, "Perfect, great." So I go down, I pull in, and all the gates are closed, and it's like steel doors.
Oh,
like closed. So I pull up to one, and I'm looking for a hey, here's a ticket button, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, shit. And then I'm reading the sign. I'm like, no. I'm like, this is a like employee membership parking garage only.
Oh, so they could park there.
They could park there, but I'm like,
but you can't park there.
Yeah, and I was like, shit. I was like, what do I do? So like I kind of like lean out of my car. I'm like hitting the button, like nothing's happening. And then this other car pulls in behind me, and I'm like, well,
you suck.
And like I turn around, I look at them, I'm like, and I'm like gesturing, I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I gotta back it out. I gotta find a different place to park.
Right.
So they're pissed. So they start backing out, and then a security guard walks over, and he's like, hit the call button. And I'm like, what? He goes, just hit the call button. I'm like, and just tell him what? He goes, just tell him you're trying to park. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like I guess that's fair,
right?
And this is like a security guard, so I'm like, I trust your word,
right?
So I hit the call button. They're like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey, I'm working at an event at this place. They told me I could park here, and they're like, you're working here? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then the door just opens up. I'm like, shit, that was fucking easy. So park the car, walk out, event's over, and then I go to get my car again. And I'm walking up to the building, and I see that same security guard. And I'm just like, hey, man, how's it going? Like, coming back to get my car. He goes, you got to use the door. I'm like, okay. So I go over, open the door. I'm like, door's locked, requires a key card. And he's just like, just use the door. And I'm like, it's locked. And he goes, you see the box over there? I'm like, yeah. He goes, hit the button. I'm just like, okay. So I walk over, and it's another call button. So
my god, that's amazing.
But in my head, I'm like, you're the security. Can't you just let me in?
He is a man of protocol.
Apparently,
he is a man. He is a man of covering his ass.
Apparently, his protocol was to just stand in front of the parking garage, and that's it. So I hit the button.
That's what he's getting paid to do.
Yeah, so I hit the button. Nothing. Like 4 more people walk over. They're trying to get in. And they're like, oh, you need like a key or something. And I'm like, I guess. And they're like, well, this thing says to scan. Did you scan your ticket? I was like, I don't have a ticket. They never gave me a ticket. And so the guy's over there, and he's watching this. And I look at him, and I'm just like, and I'm gesturing to the box. I'm like, I can't. And he goes, did you hit the button? I was like, yeah.
For fuck's sake.
He goes, hit the button again.
Oh my god.
Just like, fine. So I hit the button again. It finally dials, and somebody answers, like, hi, how's it going? I'm like, hi, yeah, like, I parked my car in the garage. I'm trying to get in to retrieve it. Just trying to get home. And they're like, do you have your ticket? And I was like, I never got a ticket. And they're like, you need a ticket. And I was like, well, I don't have one. I'm working at an event at this place. They told me to park here. And they go, it doesn't work like that. And I'm like, that's fair, but it may have because I'm parked here.
Right, the car is inside.
I'm like,
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm like, I parked here, so like, whether or not it works like that or not, it did for me. So I'm like, I'm like, I parked in here, so I'm just trying to get to my car. And they're like, but then they go, can you go over to the gate and hit the button to get a new ticket? And I'm like, no, because they just opened the door for me earlier. And then one of the women standing there was like, well, then why don't I just scan my ticket? And I'm like, yeah, just scan your ticket.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then the fucking security guard is like, just scan the ticket. And I'm like, I don't have a fucking ticket. Like, nobody gave me a ticket. So then the woman scans her ticket and the door opens. She scans her ticket. The door unlocks. And I'm like, okay, great. I go to open it. The door slips out of my hand and immediately shuts.
No.
And at this point, I'm just flustered. And I'm like, but the whole time, I'm just like, this fucking guy he's been standing in front of this parking garage for 5 hours.
He doesn't want to be responsible for anything.
And I'm like,
nothing.
I'm like, you told me how to get in. You're telling me how to leave. Just let me in the front door, man. I want to go home. So I finally get in. I don't even know if I was supposed to go out the way I did, but the gate was left open, so I just fucking hammered on the gas, and I was like, I'm out of here.
Totally.
And then it took us 20 minutes just to get out of fucking downtown Dallas because their highways and directions fucking suck. Fuck you, Dallas. I hate your downtown roads and infrastructure. Your parking garages suck.
It's a confusing system.
I just wanted to go home. And nobody wanted me to go home. They all said, you can't get your car because your car doesn't exist here. And I'm like, but it does. I put it there.
You're too fun.
But yeah, it's like that whole... It's that whole mindset I feel like people have where it's very much not my problem. That's not what I do. It's not my problem. Like there are situations where like, okay, where like I do understand that because if you become the person who does the thing that you're technically not assigned to do, you now become the person who does that thing.
Oh, and brother, do I know that.
Brother, do I know that. And people are going to hold you to that. To the point where you're where you're overworked and underpaid. So like
Amen.
I fully understand like, hey, you need to pick your battles sometime, but also there's going to be times where like you will need to pick up some slack and just help out, but also like maybe just open a door, you know?
Yeah.
Because then there are those people who are like, oh, you dropped a fucking jar of marinara on the floor? Well, great. Now I've got to go alert the custodial staff to go clean it up. It's like, yeah, but you fucking, like, you get 5 minutes away from doing your job. You know? It's like...
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, if that happened at, like, Amazon, you'd be fired. Because, like, 5 minutes away from doing your job, like, they got them people pissing in jars.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that.
Fuck Amazon, too.
They're having a big sale today.
Don't buy.
Oh man,
that's my 2 cents.
That's your 2 cents. So I'm gonna end. We got a few minutes left. We are in the spooky season.
The spooky.
Now, do you have any plans for any spooky events?
Yeah.
This season.
Fuck yeah, dude. I've been hammering home on these horror flicks every week.
Okay.
Listen, man, I am upping my horror movie game lately.
Okay.
I am like I'm in on it. This is
Have
me
you
now.
watched Phantasmic yet? Or Phantasm?
No, that's on my list though. I see it at the video store all the time.
You need to watch it because I have severe trauma with that movie.
Really?
Yeah, my dad decided to show me that when I was 6.
Okay. There is something.
So,
Is that when all of our trauma started?
like, okay, so when you think about as far back as you can remember,
Yeah.
like I have a theory.
Okay.
And when I think of my childhood
Mm-hmm.
and like when everybody likes like, oh, when did that happen? Like I always go to 6.
6?
Like
Okay.
I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old when this. I was 6 years old when this. I don't actually know. That's how parents be.
That's how
Exactly. Right on. I mean, your dad was like World War II flicks. So like there's that.
Oh, and her brother showed her Poltergeist.
Right. But like everybody has that age.
Yeah.
Of where like everything happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was 6. Because me and my sister are 6 years apart.
Right.
So like if it happened and I don't remember my sister being in the picture, it was 6 years old. That's the age that I go to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I was actually 6. It might have actually been younger than 6 that I saw this fucking movie. But either way, you watch that movie and you're like, holy fucking shit.
Okay. I'll check it out.
That is not an appropriate 6-year-old film.
Yeah.
My mother was none too happy.
I can't imagine
that
she
my
was.
father. But he had just found his. I remember this. He had just found in the basement his Betamax setup, and that's what he had. Phantasm and Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Okay.
And those were the 2 that he had.
Yeah.
And he was real excited. So we had a double feature that night.
Tremendous.
And
an amputee and Phantasm. Like,
yeah, there you go.
Tremendous.
It was a good. But anyway, what do you have planned for this?
So
season?
we're actually doing a weekend trip next weekend with some friends. We're gonna go to a pumpkin festival.
Okay.
All
right.
More so of like the fall season type thing.
Sure.
And then we are going to be hosting a little bit of a Halloween party the weekend afterwards.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
And dude, the house right now, it is like spooky house.
Yeah, spooky house. Okay.
Dude, it is. So like a week ago, Christy hit me with a comment where she was like, I would I would be okay if we kept all this stuff up year round. And I kind of rolled my eyes and I was like, yeah, okay. And then like 2 days ago, I was just standing in like the downstairs area, just looking around, and I go, it wouldn't be the worst thing if we kept it up year round. And she just like turned and just like gave me a look like, oh, we're doing it. And I was like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I did make the suggestion this afternoon where if we do keep everything up for Christmas, I can just go around and put little Santa hats on all the skeletons and Draculas and Frankenstein stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you decorate for Nightmare Before Christmas for Halloween,
there you go.
You can just keep that shit up.
Exactly.
But if you're gonna keep it year round, maybe you do the thing where you theme a room.
Okay.
Like you pick like a room that is the year-round spooky room.
Okay.
And when like guest comes over, you're like, yeah, that's where we do the seances.
I feel like that's our entire downstairs right now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. But what about you guys? What's going on in your plate?
Oh, what Chris says. So it's like the other day when he said I could have a dog and immediately took it back.
I don't remember that happening.
Yeah.
I don't recall. I don't recall.
Well, yeah, and yes, that's how we do our Christmas decors. We just do sparkly.
Okay.
And like it fits the house.
There you go.
Like there's just so for the Halloween season this year for us, we're actually kind of on a low. Like usually October is our year for, is where we're like constantly going out and doing things. I mean, it's been busy, but just not like with the stuff that like we've normally been doing. And then on top of the fact that we're poor as fuck. So like we're trying to find like the free or close to free things to do. Like, let's go to the Spirit Halloween. And we're probably going to try to find a fucking pumpkin patch at some point. And, like that kind of shit to where like it's free. So, we can have a good time. Now, one thing that we're thinking about doing it's not exactly free. There's a little cost involved.
Mm-hmm.
Is, we like to go to the Disney, as it were, and at Disney they have a camping resort.
Okay.
To where you can go and you can park your RV,
Mm-hmm.
or you can, pitch a tent, and you can camp at Disney and go to the parks, come back, and you're camping. What they do, however, is, and of course, like, every fucking campsite is full because it's goddamn Disney, right?
Sure.
People book 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month-long stays at the campsite because it's more affordable.
Sure.
And they decorate them for Halloween.
Okay.
So what people do is they'll go there and you can rent a golf cart from Disney
Okay.
on property, and you can just golf cart around to campsite looking at everyone's fucking Halloween decorations.
That's like driving around the neighborhood looking at all the Christmas stuff.
And they do it for Christmas too.
Tremendous.
So, like,
I like this.
It's one of those things we've seen, we've seen the YouTubers do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we haven't experienced it as of yet. And I think, like, to rent the golf cart's like $60.
Sure.
Or something like that. So it's a little pricey for renting a golf cart, but, like, it's still a golf cart. You get to live that golf cart life.
Yeah.
And see some decorations, and you're still at Disney. So what the fuck?
There you go. Not a bad idea. I dig it.
Right?
Yeah.
We wanted to go to Horror Nights, but, like, that's like $150 a person. We can't.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Maybe next year. We'll see.
Perhaps.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna do it.
I think that's it. I'm beat.
I haven't had a day off.
You need to take a fucking
3
break,
weeks.
Sir. Maybe that's what you need to do this weekend. Is like make it a you time.
Oh, a me time?
Make it a you time. Decompress. Relax a little bit. Come up with some ideas for how you want to close out the month. Things you want to do.
Oh, let me tell you something. We have, for those of you who don't know, we've got a project in the works for this channel.
Mm-hmm.
And me and the missus have been working on some stuff. It's phenomenal.
Can't wait.
Like,
yeah,
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but beep motherfuckers. Like, it's really good. So stay tuned for that.
Fantastic. Yep. And then if you want to follow along, you can subscribe to this channel where we do this show each and every single Wednesday night at 10/9 Central right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV. We also have all sorts of other goodies sitting here in the archives, from older episodes, video games, Let's Plays, just a whole bunch of other stuff like arcade plays, board game plays, blogs and vlogs. And we got the
are we announcing our gimmick? Our new gimmick?
Yeah, we can announce it to put ourselves, to hold ourselves accountable.
Oh, I mean, to hold you accountable, really.
I mean, really, to hold me accountable, yeah.
We're going to be, honest about this.
Yeah, exactly. But we are happy to announce a new show coming to Brainwreck TV, Undercard Classics, where Jason X and I will be taking a look at some wonderful opening matches to some tremendous events. And let me tell you something. We're going to be doing some live commentary. Well, the show's not going to be live. We're going to record it.
No.
And then you can kind of like follow along because
it's like a watch along.
Yeah, we did some talking. We're like, listen, we can't do this live. Like, there's a whole bunch of logistics. And I don't know if y'all have followed me do the production here, but it ain't the best.
We already tried it once and it failed.
He ain't kidding. But yeah, we're going to be taking a look at some tremendous opening matches on pay-per-view events. We're more than likely to start a lot of pay-per-view events. We may do the occasional like Monday Night Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, because I'll be like, what's a main eventer?
Exactly. But
what's a draw?
Yeah, but we're going to be doing some pro wrestling watch-along commentary. What is wrong with you?
That's a great question.
You're asking me this now? Yeah, so we've got some stuff in the works. We can give a little bit of a sneak peek, right? We can give a little taste of what they can expect. Yeah, but like you can expect commentary from shows like Halloween Havoc, No Mercy, Bad Blood. You know, if you're following along, like it might be.
We're not really
spooky
interested
themes.
in anything new.
No, nothing new. These are going to be the classic events. So probably like 2005 and before, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do a backflip, so if it's in the match, we're probably not going to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Well, they've been doing some backflips and shit in the 90s.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I could do a moonsault on a trampoline.
I could do a moonsault in my pool.
That's dangerous. You shouldn't do that.
No, you shouldn't do that. That's why I stopped.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that at all. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have some updates and information on that very soon. But yeah, exciting stuff coming to you real soon. That's all I got.
All right. Well, for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Gray.
And this has been your show.
Peace.